To attend the workshop? I have degrees from 2 universities and have just come to Boise from 2 years of graduate work at Michigan State. What on earth could I learn from a workshop in Punktown, Boise, Idaho? Well, I attended, and I had to. And just as I predicted, I didn't learn a thing. Well, I was kind of young then and thought I was hot stuff. Actually, I was part of that. I was a lot of stuff. Another example. Let's go many, many years later, and I could probably add another many to that one. I was sitting in the office of a very successful CEO in northern Idaho. This business he ran was a worldwide operation. They had 356 stores and a multi-million-dollar catalog business. I'd been brought into the area to bring a failing organization out of the pit. And I'd done that. And now I was done with it and wanted to be of assistance to this group. Being in the area, I had rubbed shoulders with a number of employees from the business and was concerned about what I heard from not only the workers, the line workers, but also middle management. Well, I knew this CEO fairly well and was ready to help. Well, he was pleasant and friendly, but he was not interested. Unfortunately, that group is now out of business. After filing a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, not only did they close that 350 plus stores, but also the catalog program. I have a bunch more examples, but let me just ask at this point, what do these two have in common? The answer to that is the foundation of the applied focus, success, and effectiveness model. And that looks like this. Notice that the foundation for the whole model is the willingness to learn. Sometimes we call it openness to learning. And just as the foundation of a building determines the overall structural integrity, willingness to learn, openness to learning, determines the effectiveness and the integrity of the organization and the leader. If you think you know it all, you are wasting your time here, and you will have willingly trapped yourself and limited your progress. And any organization that hires you will be cheated out of what could have been. I know those are pretty harsh words, but they are also very true. So, what does willingness to learn really look like? And who believes in it? Well, last question first. Everyone believes it is important to keep learning. In my experience, that is almost at the 100% level. Until I describe where learning comes from and who needs it. That is when I get a fast fallout. Books, articles, seminars can provide a certain amount, and leaders need to be involved. But if you're the leader of a business, where does your most important information come from? Well, I'll give you a hint. It is the place least used. It is also the cheapest and has many positive side benefits. Let me go a little further. Do you work, or have you worked, where you have some suggestions that you think would improve the organization or the operation? Well, you're not alone. Your most important, helpful, and frankly cheapest source of information and learning actually can come from your employees. They deal with your product, they deal with your process, with your policies, with your customers or clients, and they deal with you. In business after business, I have seen where the leadership made little or no effort to ask their associates, their workers, for input. And business after business could have benefited by that information. Personally, I have found my employees' input invaluable. What does this have to do with business out of northern Idaho? I believe if the leadership had listened to the workers, they might still be in business. But getting accurate and complete information is a little tricky. Basically because of leadership you can't trust, like Ed and Steve, who we talked about in our last little issue in this series. Workers often won't share what they really think because they're concerned. They could lose their jobs. So how do you get around that problem? Well, we've already taken up your 5 minutes for this chapter. So that is the topic for number 3 of this series, Effective Leadership Keys. Hope you'll be with us then. Thanks.